Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beef Reacts. And today marks the end of a journey. Marks the end of an era. It'll be the day I officially am caught up with the rest of you. Not really, because Chapter 10 of Volume 9 comes out this Saturday. It is currently Wednesday the 19th. And I'll be with you going forward. We'll be together watching RWBY. We'll be having fun. We'll be making content together. We'll be living the life. And you may only be here for RWBY. You may only be here for the entertainment, to see another reactor. But I do hope you stay. I hope that the memories that we've made here together for the last 3 months meant something to you. Whether it be your comments that were so kind, or you correcting me on so many things to make me know more about this show, to grow and love and appreciate this show as much as I have. Thank you. Like, there's no way to say thank you enough. I know after this we have the victory lap. I know after this we still have for Chibi. So this is basically RWBY. We have the silver and charcoal trailers. I think that's what they're called. I could be completely wrong. We have a lot of things that we could still get through. Ooh, my shoulders. However, we got to keep moving forward after this. I want to continue making content that you enjoy and that you're interested in. I'm always going to be a part of RWBY, and like I'm happy that this fandom has accepted me. Some with open arms, some with not. It doesn't matter. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy that I got the chance to watch this show with all of you. I know I'm sappy. I know I say thank you a lot, but really, if you decided to watch this and you decided to hit subscribe and you did all of those things, regardless of if you thought so or you didn't, you changed my life. I've wanted to be a YouTuber since I was 6th grade. Started making YouTube videos probably back when I was 8. I think you could find a YouTube video of me when I was 8 years old on this channel. And now I'm 23, and I get to make reaction content, and that's amazing. And I'm hoping maybe one day, if I upload a small 8-minute short film or just a video or a silly skit, you wouldn't mind just checking it out. You don't have to, nothing like that. I would never be like, go and watch that. I'm currently working on a documentary. It's called A Fat Man's Journey to Health. I'm doing a 6-month transformation currently where I wanted to get my life back on track and do a lot of things. So I've been using a personal trainer. I've been cooking my own food. I've been cleaning more. I've been doing a lot of stuff that involves health because I've been overweight my entire life, and I think it'd be, I don't know. I think it would be good to make a documentary about just how difficult the process is and how intentionally confusing a lot of the health industry is. Everyone in the comments, you could tell me 1,000 different dieting tips and half of you will be contradictory. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that because like it's information that we may have or we may be told that I don't know the answer to. You could be a nutritionist and know all the right things. I'm not. And if you're interested in watching it, I don't know when that's going to come out, but I hope you're here for it. I will probably start uploading like little snippets of it if that's okay. I'm always going to be a reactor. I'm always going to be making this content to react to. And then eventually what's going to happen is I want to start doing short films, and I want to start doing those things in addition to my reactions, in addition to gaming, in addition to those things. However, to keep in touch with you and to continue doing this every single day the way that I've been doing it, I've been trying to get ahead. I've been trying to batch record and record 5 to 6 videos at a time. Unfortunately, because of speedrunning RWBY, it's been a pleasure. It's been amazing. It's held back certain things. I record RWBY for about an hour and a half every single day. And once this is done, like, I mean, the speedrun lap, like, after Chibi and stuff, after that's done, those 3 to 4 videos are 3 to 4 days, and eventually I'll get 30 days out. And when I'm 30 days out, what I want to do is start recording weekly skits or monthly short films or doing gaming in the afternoons and stuff. Like, I want this to be a channel that you can come back to and always have fun with, and I hope I can be a personality that you vibe with, and it's not always just the show. Like, I would like to be a friend that you want to show content to, and I want to be a friend that if you show that content to, I'll like some things, I won't like other things, but, like, you could at least appreciate that it's somewhat entertaining. It's somewhat funny to watch. But I've been going on for 6.5 minutes now. Jesus, 6.5 minutes. You're right. You guys are right. I talk way too fucking much. Jesus. Okay, but sorry. That's just an update. That's just not an update, but I'm going to try to think of a way to genuinely thank this community. If I could figure out a way to do a giveaway, giveaway? Are those what they're giveaways? I want to do a giveaway. That's not what it is. Is that what it's called? Is that really what it's called? But if I can, then awesome. If not, oh my god, where the hell did all this dust come from? Where? Sorry. If I can have that opportunity to do a giveaway to, maybe get a seasonal thing, or if I could figure out how to get a cameo, I'm going to start working on ideas there just for something, but know that I am starting to look for something to give back to this community, and I'm trying to take suggestions from the Discord, and if you have suggestions of things that I could do down below, let me know. Please let me know, and we'll be awesome. But now back to the show. Warning, this episode contains themes which might be distressing for some viewers. Oh, we're going to talk about ending our own lives, aren't we? That'll be sick. Beat go hard. So they're following Alex, and, like, we're going through this. I wonder if there's any hints at Lewis in this. No. They just added that? And now we're at the crossroads with Alex, who is now RWBY. Oh my god, I just thought of something. What if they use that fruit that Jean used to go back in time to wait for Team RWBY, and, like, that allows them to meet Alex and fight or something, and now RWBY... No. That'd be a very gross thing. I was gonna be like, what if RWBY becomes Summer Rose? That'd be interesting, but that's not right. That's completely wrong. But is Jean looking hot? Is Jabberwock? And Neo being positioned the same way? Fascinating. I'm gonna say I'm still not a big fan that Jean is like 10 to 15 years older. Like that kind of like really, man just cannot take a W to save his life, can he? Maybe take the armor off, King. You don't have to sleep in it. I'm late. Are you really? Is he the white rabbit from from I'm late. I'm late. I'm late for a very important date.
What was that? I overslept. I never oversleep. Yesterday, all the excitement. Get your head together. You can fix it. You always fix it.
John!
Look, I can't wait. I'm late. Any second, there's going to be another. Damn it. Right on time. Get to town. I'll meet you there.
I'm never this upset when I oversleep.
What did he mean right on time?
I'm sure we'll find out when we get down there. Ruby, where's your weapon?
Oh, sorry. Still waking up. Hurry! People are counting on us.
Not the people are counting on us.
Whoa.
Who makes a town out of paper?
Hello. Welcome to our village. We hope that it pleases you. Would you be so kind as to tell us what you are so that we may serve you?
Serve us? Your town is on fire!
Oh, no. We are quite safe. We have our hero. Hooray! Three cheers for the rusted knight and his white rabbit. Hip, hip.
Stop! Back up! There's water everywhere. You'll dissolve.
Hello, water. How may I serve you?
Stop that. I can't believe that almost happened. It's been ages since I missed the first fire.
Do fires happen often?
Oh, every day.
What?
Oh, right, I guess, introductions. These are the paper pleasers. They're probably the most polite, most hospitable afterns around. Because that's their purpose. Left me to die. Juniper found help. Brought me to the paper pleasers, who got me back on my feet. They work all day. Not just serving travelers, but serving the land they live on, too. They beautify it, make it a place of peace. Unfortunately, they're a bit clumsy, but that also makes them predictable. I told you to hold these.
Thank you, brave knight.
Classic Ren.
You named them? After your teammates?
No, I named them after everybody.
Hello, I am the one called Ruby. What are you?
Hate that.
Okay. Disastrous lighting.
What do you mean hate that? Okay, first off, they have no room to judge him for doing any of this when he has been here 10 to 20 years apparently? Like, no, there's no room to judge my man Jean for any of this. Where it's like, I hate that. First off, it's a little creepy. I get that. But what did you expect? He's been alone for like 20... It's not fair. It's not a fair conversation.
After everybody.
Hello, I am the one called
Okay, the disastrous lighting of the morning lantern is dealt with. That gives us just enough time to strategize before the calming Pebble Tower crumbles, crushing the Koi Pond Dam, and flooding the entire village, so I'm thinking... quick brunch? My life's work. Over the years, Juniper and I have been systematically exploring as many of the nearby acres as possible. If you think you've seen it all here, let me tell you, you haven't.
What exactly have you been looking for?
Anyone or anything that might be able to take us back home.
Okay, and what have you found?
Nothing.
So far, I mean, not much, but I've got a really, really good feeling about this 1 acre we saw with a bunch of pyramids.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I follow. Do you have any leads at all? Any other plans?
This is the plan. Look, I'm sorry I didn't solve all our problems by myself, but I can't just run off and let them die. But between protecting the village, searching for you guys, and searching for an exit, we've got a really tight schedule to keep. Or rather, you've got a tight schedule to keep.
I beg your pardon?
This is the schedule of catastrophes that befall the village every day, or at least they would if it wasn't for me and June. With this, you guys can save the day no problem, which means I can go out to keep searching without any interruptions. With Juniper's speed and my familiarity with this place, we'll find our solution in no time. Guys,
That's a bad plan.
this is it.
Yeah, Jean, that's a really bad plan, and it's sad because you don't have anywhere to go. Take away the makeshift lightning rods during the storm. Stop the unfolding. You know it when you see it.
All the village.
Can I see it? Is there any other ones? Patrol the town, chicken on individual pee-pee. Stop the Pebble Tower from toppling. Secure the dam. Save Ren from falling into Koi Pond. Watch out for terrible twos. Keep away from Shredder. If any traveling salesman traders come through, check for hazardous goods. If you don't give it to a baby, don't give it to a people pleaser. Help with daily construction, beautifying projects so paper pleasers don't get injured. Lunch, no more fried foods, too much grease. Tea shop fiasco, stop the second fire, save people pleasers from the residual water from the second fire. Check in at Sandpaper's knife shot, help rake the sand. You'd be surprised how dangerous rakes can be. Keep Oscar away from anything that can be used as a kite string. Stop the goose. Repair scarecrows in rice fields. If late, fight off giant crows. Make new scarecrows. RWBY will help. Stop carts from crashing East Marketplace. Stop the coffee maker from that.
Which means I can go.
Indoor before daily wind surge. Nora from climbing Pebble Tower. They did a lot of work for this. During the storm, trust me, this one ends poorly. Take the scissors from Neptune. Stop the bandits. Stop the third and final fire. Hopefully. Help Pyrrha with her homework. Aw, that's cute. Stop the unfold. Yep, we're back.
Any interruptions. With Juniper's speed and my familiarity with this place, we'll find our solution in no time.
This doesn't seem like a good solution. Like, at all.
Guys, this is it. Look, if there's one thing I've learned after all these years, it's that patience pays off. It's why we're finally back together. I know I can find us a way out, okay? I know it. I know it!
His hair's gone white.
This isn't crazy. I'm not crazy. This isn't crazy, it's easy. You know, we still got time before the Pebble Tower falls. How about I saddle up Juniper and show you around myself? Point out some of the clumsier papers. Just wait till you guys meet Neptune.
Damn it, Sean. This isn't a plan, it's a to-do list.
He's obviously been through a lot.
Yeah.
We can be frustrated later. Right now, Jean needs us. And we still need him. We just can't count on him.
Is no one
Where
noticing...
does that leave us?
Is no one noticing this entire and complete attitude change from RWBY, who's the first to help, the first to do something? Like, are we just actively ignoring it? Because if we are, I'm with it, but, like, it's probably not a smart move. Like, yeah, you're 19 and there's clearly no therapy in Remnant, but Jesus, you would think that they're, like, you do something to help somebody. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think they're making me...
Frustrated later. Right now, Jean needs us. And we still need him. We just can't count on him.
Squeaker's looking cute.
Then who does that leave us with? It's obvious we need someone to guide us, or we could end up thrown back in time, or killed by the tree, or worse.
Well, if that's how
The
everybody...
great tree does not kill. That is what we keep trying to tell him. But our hero still insists that we never ascend.
What?
I do not wish to be rude, but our work has been completed for quite some time. Because of us, the land is beautiful, but we have realized that, like ourselves, it is also very delicate. We would like to make something that is pleasing, but also resilient. Because of this, we are ready to leave ourselves and merge with the tree, so that it might return us as something new. But our hero is displeased by this course of action. We tried reaching out to the tree, but our hero forbade it. Then, the wisest of our village suggested breaking from our physical forms so that the winds may carry us back to the tree. But our hero is clever and brave, always keeping us from harm. You must understand, the tree does not kill, it resurrects and rebuilds. We do not wish to displease our hero, and I hope I have not displeased you, but we so desperately wish to return to the tree, to return home, so that we may carry on with our work.
Return home, huh?
Oh, do not be sad. The wisest are going to topple the Pebble Tower today. I am sure it will work this time.
What makes you so sure?
Nothing.
That's so sad. Weird, but sad.
But it also means Jean might not be totally right about the tree. It's not death, it's rebirth.
From a certain perspective, maybe. But what happened to Lewis then? Jean said...
Jean wasn't there. The cat wasn't even there. None of us know the full story and we'll never learn anything babysitting these villagers. We have to convince Jean to let them go.
But how? He's clearly not all there.
Is that what you think?
The dude lost 10 to 20 years of his life. Terrified, waiting for his friends to come back. Yeah, no wonder. I'd be broken right now. I'd be like, this is so this is so unfair for him. Like, he loses the love of his life. He loses his team. He misses the exit by literally half of a second. And then loses 20, I know I'm saying 20 years, but, like, I guess in a podcast they said it was 10 to 20 years, so let's just split it down. Loses 15 years, at least a decade of his life, waiting for his friends to come back, and they're like, he's crazy. Like, this is so unfair on so many levels for the king. And, like, this is me saying it. I used to hate Jean as a character, and now, like, I just feel for him. Because, like, God forbid he gets any happiness.
But what if the cat was telling the truth? Maybe not about everything, but about the tree.
The tree's the last thing you should listen to them about. They're just doing what they're designed to do. They don't care what happens when you get there.
We're not listening to them. We're listening to the Afterans. And they're telling us that the tree is nothing to be afraid of. That they want to go.
They don't know what they want. You've seen the way they act. Nothing here is that straightforward, okay? Afterans are all either too clever, too stupid, or too crazy to trust.
Then why do you care so much about this village?
Because I can actually protect these people!
I don't think you're protecting this one.
They found us. letting them down.
If those walkers make it down here, those afterends will never ascend.
And we won't run this time.
No, RWBY just needs a day off.
Thank you.
Stay focused.
This fight choreography is going off. She doesn't have dust anymore, I thought. Or does she not have a lot of dust? Oh my goodness.
The walkers from the market.
But those were more than just her usual tricks. They eat and grow, and how has she gotten so powerful?
Well, she didn't do it by standing around. I know you may not care about protecting this village, but you could at least help your friends when they're in danger.
RWBY? Are you okay?
No, no, what time is it? No! No!
Oh, Jean.
I couldn't save them. I was supposed to save them, and they're dead.
No, Jean. They're gone, but they're not dead. They'll be back.
Yeah, it's what they wanted. Right, RWBY?
Why are you asking me?
We just...
Because I'm the leader? Because I'm just supposed to have something to say? Because I don't. I mean, why do I have to be the leader anyway? Why do I have to always be the one to pick people up? What about me? No time, right? Gotta get home. Gotta help Jean. Gotta find someone who isn't just going to screw everything up. Gotta stay positive, right? Smiles all around. Maybe even finally get our feelings sorted out. Good for you, by the way. We're all so happy for you.
Hey,
I'm sorry, is this a bad time? Are we supposed to be mourning Jean's make-believe friends?
They're gone because of you. The walkers came for you because Neo hates you. Oh, and let's not forget the reason we're in the Ever After in the first place is because of your plan that didn't work. What about you? It's all about you.
Jean.
I'm sorry, I know I'm not okay. I'm not right, but how am I supposed to be? I've been alone for so long. Here,
You.
on that fridge. I was the only one that could do it. I was the only one! And now I have to live with that forever. In here or back home.
Guys, I know things are bad, but
Shut up. Don't do that. Just don't.
What themes were disturbing about this episode? Like, just genuinely speaking, what themes were disturbing here? Like, yeah, characters died. Characters have been dying since Volume 3, and they have been paper characters. And yeah, we're talking about dealing with trauma. And this is where the whole homophobic RWBY meme starts. I am not happy that this is where it starts, because let me tell you, yeah, I thought it'd be funnier. They really took her being like, we are so happy for you. Well, you know what? Actually, I can see how that gets extrapolated from there. But, like, Jesus. Like, they really went through it. Like, they really went through this whole thing, gave this whole spiel, worked it all out. And, like, this is... I won't say this is what we got, but, like, this is it. This is factually what it is. And, like, it's sad. It's hurtful. We're seeing that Jean hasn't dealt with what he did to Penny, because how could you? If you're if not your best friend, but if one of your friends is looking you in the eye and saying, please kill me so I can make a decision, like, Jean just had to euthanize somebody, and, like, he's had 10 years to cope with that trauma, and his way of coping with it is building a paper, not building, but protecting a town so fragile that he has to be the one to protect it. And he can't allow for them to just leave. Like, it's such a real... Like, the writing of this volume is so fascinating. It's so poignant. It's so beautiful in a lot of ways. And, like, God, just... It speaks to you if you know what it is. Like, they dissolve in the water because they want to go. And now there's nothing. Also, that fight was dope as hell. Like, the fighting choreography is amazing. Seeing Jean's broken, rusted family sword. The sword that was used by heroes, is what he said. Be used to hurt and protect. Like, it's so good. Also, Miles Luna having a completely different voice here, wild to me. Entire situation just not fair for us. Again, I feel the worst for Jean. I don't feel that bad for RWBY. She was given the burden of being a leader, and now she's upset that she's a leader. That's just, unfortunately, that's the facts of life. When you're a leader, you're burdened with this idea of, like, taking care of other people. You have to make mistakes. You have to do those things. And, like, to watch RWBY now, like, not shirk the responsibility, but ask, like, when do my feelings get taken into account? It's like, yeah, your feelings are taken into account. Unfortunately, like, it's one thing to complain. It's another thing of you just have to keep moving forward. Like, it's so sad to just be like, to regurgitate, like, the main theme of the show, which is keep moving forward. But, like, in positions of leadership, yeah, you have to care about other people's problems. You, though, you as the leader, you have to keep moving forward. Your own problems, it's not that they're gone. It's not that they don't exist. It's that you have to be strong enough, and if you're not strong enough to be able to handle your own things and find your own coping mechanisms that work for you, and when things get too much, you have to be able to compartmentalize what your issues are and what other people's issues are and deal with them separately. Like, it's not easy. It requires therapy, it requires help, and like, it's sad that Ruby as a 17-year-old girl's thrust into this situation where that's what needs to be done, but just hasn't been done yet. And hopefully we get there soon enough. But either way, I'll be back with the next episode in less than a second. And here we are back with chapter 8. Chapter 8. 8 is great. Every time I say words, I think to myself, why am I so cringe? And I've yet to get an answer that has brought a satisfying conclusion. But I will be drinking my water. So here's the thing. Ruby being upset makes sense. Jean being upset makes sense. Honestly, I still feel like as a group, they just be doing Jean so dirty. Like, the dude just, like, let him vibe. Also, for those of you at home that don't know, this episode contains themes which might be distressing for some viewers. I know Neo's here, but we have not seen her at all, so let's jump into it and see what happens. More first person? They're doing more first person like they did in the beginning. We're about to get some Neo stuff. We're about to get the things through the eyes of Ruby and the way that she is processing all this information and dealing with her trauma. Damn. At least this time she has her weapon. When did she pick up her weapon? Did she pick up her weapon last time? Because it dropped at her feet. I guess she went with it.
Ruby! What are you doing? Why did you shout at everyone like that?
Where am I?
It's okay. I can guide us back. You shouldn't run off, though. You all need to stick together if you want to go home.
Why are you still here?
What? I promised.
I promised to serve Atlas as a huntress. That I'd keep people safe. That I'd be there for my friends.
But we can go back and...
No! You don't know what I've done. What I couldn't do. I can't do this!
Okay.
I could never do this. If you stay with me, you're going to end up dead too. Just go home.
She's on her Deku arc.
I said go!
She's on her Deku arc, everyone. I can't do anything, and every time I'm around people, they get hurt, so I'm just not going to be around people anymore. Oh boy, this is going to be an interesting one. It's not even like this is out of character for Ruby. This has been building for volumes of her just failing and failing and failing. It's just very counterintuitive to what she sent Yang in the end of Volume 4. So it begs the question. That mindset is one that is so broken and so difficult to keep when it's like you're trying to find the silver lining in everything, but like there are sometimes it's not that they don't exist, it's that you can't see it, but just because you can't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist, Ruby. I'm not saying that to be rude, I'm just saying it because it's factual. Like, I can't see quantum atoms. I know they're real. I don't know what a quart is, but I know it's real because other people can or something. I don't know. I don't understand math. I barely understand physics, but her screaming at Squeakers over here. Like, what the hell has Squeakers done besides be around and be a homie this whole time?
I can't do this! I could never do this. If you stay with me, you're going to end up dead too. Just go home.
But you're...
I said go!
Why are you being mean to Squeakers? Squeakers, don't actually leave. This is one of those times you follow them. I would have followed. As I've said to many people, I'm like bubblegum. Once I'm stuck to you, there's no getting rid of me. Except if you throw vinegar at me. I don't like vinegar. It's gross. The butterfly leaving her, she walks into darkness. Why are you going to this? What? So this is Neo. Yeah.
What is this?
Hello, Red.
My boy Roman's back!
How's the hero biz treating you? I gotta say, you're not looking too good.
Where's Neo?
Yeesh, no manners. And after everyone came out to see you!
Salutations, Ruby.
Hello again.
Ms. Rose, why don't you take a seat?
How is she doing this?
This is just mean. Like, Neo is just mean for this one. Coming out, doing this tea party for what? Just to mess. First off, the Lionheart, that one's just kind of meh, because no one cared. And why would Neo know about Lionheart? The rest of these, alright, but like, my goodness. They did this just to be mean. And respect to Neo for doing it.
Stop it! This isn't real!
Isn't real. You're the one following a talking cat around a fairy tale.
How does she know that?
Reality's getting fuzzier by the minute, kid. You know, once Neo realized where she was, everything changed. Always loved the idea of a place to run away from it all. Do whatever you want. I offered that to her back on Remnant. But we all remember how that ended.
Is that seriously what this is all about? You still blame me for what happened at Torchwick? If you're looking for an apology, you've wasted your time.
They say everyone thinks they're the hero of their own story. But I knew what I was. And deep down, I think you know what you are too.
Oh my goodness.
The leaves from the tree?
Oh, you're familiar.
How about a little reset?
Is that what you want? Well, if you want me dead, then come get me.
You don't deserve to die, Red. You deserve to be broken down, torn apart, wiped from existence.
That's so cute.
I'm going to enjoy watching you break.
We actually...
Ruby!
We finally get to hear her talk.
Damn it. How could she just run off like that?
She was clearly upset.
That wasn't upset. That was... Ugh! She could have just talked to us.
Maybe she didn't feel like she could. Ruby has always been the one to get us through the hard times. We say things like, "We believe in you. We can count on you." I know we mean well, but...
It's not like we were asking her to be perfect.
You were. You were. You may not have outwardly asked it, but you were, because that's what everyone does in these situations. That's what happens when people show themselves to be capable. Like, it's unfair, it's hurtful, but like, Lord knows it's just the reality of it. It's just the reality that people, when you are there for them and put them in positions where they need to be strong for other people, you force them to be perfect, whether or not they want to be. And it's sad. It's just factually what happens.
It's not like we were asking her to be perfect.
Yeah, you were.
Who are you to think you knew what was best for Atlas?
I was the best and brightest Beacon had to offer. But I traded my life so that my friends could live.
How is she doing this?
Just like you were too late to save me at the Vital Festival. I died in Atlas, too, didn't I? Can you imagine what that's like? To be completely and utterly failed, time and again, by someone who meant the world to you.
You ready for that drink yet?
How many more people are going to die because of you?
I'm trying to save everyone!
And yet with all your best intentions, have you ever stopped to wonder if you've done more harm than good?
It's not my
How many more lives do you have to ruin before you realize you're not cut out to save anyone?
Ruby. Do you really think you can stand to watch more of your friends fall?
Please stop.
Or are you ready to admit the truth? That the world would just be better off without you?
Oh my goodness. Again, the writing of this is so perfect. It's so well executed. They have the 2-year hiatus. Like, I'd be fine with a 5-year hiatus if every season's coming out this freaking well. I mean, Lord forbid, but like, I mean, like, oh my god, this is a top, like, this season by far is my favorite. Like, my goodness.
Better off without you.
Like, this is not fair to be doing this to this girl.
It's all right, Ruby. It's over now.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be me anymore.
Yeah? Oh my goodness.
Huntress, I can be you instead. I have been trying to wear you down for so long.
What are you doing?
My purpose. When a poor little heart is broken, I can fill it with mine. I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Ruby. I'm not like the other Afterans here. I'm cursed with curiosity. I need to know everything, but more than anything, I need to know why my maker has left me here. Only to leave and make all of... Ow!
You're not
Let's go, Squeakers!
I think it's about time we all got what we deserve. Are you ready to admit the truth? That the world would just be better off without you.
You've finally done it!
I would... Yeah, Yang quite literally... I hope Neo knows her life is not long for this world now. I hope she's aware that she's not long. You just killed Squeakers. Why? What the hell did Squeakers do? Like, what the hell?
You've finally done it! Little Red's gone.
With your semblance stronger than ever now, we could take over this whole absurd place. Why not? Offing Little Red can't be all you wanted. Right?
No, 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 no! I needed her!
Wait, the vines came out?
Take us to her.
You still don't get it, do you? It's not a place you go, it's a place you know. But no matter. I've actually found a much better solution to my problem.
What the hell is going on?
You've lost something most important, haven't you? And now you have nothing left. How delightful. An empty host. Perfect for me to fill.
Never in a million years did I think this is what was going to happen.
Ah, the rusted night. Goodness, am I tired of your little sob story. You can't even accept your own futility. This body will do.
Why? Not just, it's so not fair. First off, beautiful concept art. Secondly, why do this to me? Why give me, like, this is just an episode of just the jaw dropping, the beautiful music, but god damn it. It's not fair. It's just so not fair. Zane Rutledge, I need you here to make me feel better. Knowing the curious cat was evil all along. Zane Rutledge, thank goodness you're still around. Like, I'm just... It's just not fair. What they did to Neo, what they did to RWBY, just not fair. Genuinely, in loving memory of Billy Kometz. May they rest in peace. Well, everyone, I'll be back in less than a second, but I have thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts. Namely, here are my thoughts. The way that they wrote that scene of RWBY just getting beat on by all her previous losses and how they've weighed her down this entire time, having Neo be pretty much a perfect foil, and then having her really succumb to this idea of, like, getting everything you wanted, now what, and making it empty because she only lived for that revenge. Setting the Curious Cat up to be a villain. Perfect. Setting all of this stuff up to be well done. Perfect. And now we get to the point of, where's Lewis? I feel like we're about to meet Lewis in the next, like, couple of, maybe the next episode or two. At least I'm hoping so. And we get their purpose redefined. What is the cat's purpose? Like, there's so much to do here, and, like, I am so excited to go over it, but I'll be back in less than a second. Alrighty then, we're back with the last episode. The more I think about it, the more I am loving all these characters. Well, not characters. I'm loving the way that they use Neo not only as a foil, but as a representation of RWBY's failings and what's been on her mind since the fall of Beacon. Like, it works really well to give that character arc and development to RWBY, who's ultimately always been seen as, like, this happy-go-lucky kid who just wants to, I don't want to say go forward, but, like, doesn't really get upset about things. And now we're seeing the mask crumble and what the true loss of hope genuinely feels like. And I stopped recording by accident because I'm a freaking idiot. So at least I always catch it immediately.
A door opened for Alex at the tree. Before she went back home, the girl had a great many questions to ponder. After all the lessons she'd learned, and the friends she'd made and lost, who had she become? Would she still be the same Alex when she went back home? The leaves of the tree rustled.
Young
On
Yang!
the wind, Alex heard one more question. What are you?
I don't understand. Alex, the pleasers, now RWBY. What does this place want? I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
We can figure this out. There's got to be a way to get to the tree.
Hello there. You appear upset. Would you be so kind as to tell me how I can help? Perhaps you are hungry?
Huh? No, that's okay.
If I can get you anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for.
What? What are you?
We are the Genial Gems, and we have arrived here to clean up this beautiful land and create something wonderful and pleasing.
This is so beautiful.
This is them, isn't it? They're back. It's just like they said. They came back from the tree better.
No flood or fire will ever hurt them again.
By trying so hard to save them, I stopped them from becoming what they needed to be. I was being selfish because I wanted the rush of rescuing someone. I got that here.
I think you're asking too much of yourself. We've been telling ourselves that failing means we're no good. But I can guarantee even the best huntsman in history, they've all lost. But they were still incredibly brave. And good.
Wise.
Deserved.
Maybe that cat was right. Maybe I just needed to accept it. It's not a place you go.
What? It's a place you know.
Wait, where's Ruby?
Ruby? We have to get her out.
I think I get it. This is how we got here, or why the tree brought us here. Acceptance.
We've done everything we can. Now it's up to Ruby. Whatever happens next, we have to welcome that.
But what if she isn't Ruby anymore when she comes back out?
Maybe that's not for us to decide.
That is such a cute moment for them. Also, it is so baller, so real, so surreal in a lot of ways about this concept of not just accepting yourself, but accepting your shortcomings and moving on. It's like part of me wants to plug the book I wrote because that's also the theme of it, but like whatever. It's a perfect feeling of like going through change is difficult. It takes a lot of turmoil, it takes a lot of action, it takes a lot of things that you don't want to do. It takes waking up every day and saying to yourself, I'm gonna go on a walk, or I'm gonna eat better, or it doesn't need to be physical. I'm gonna make an effort to talk to my parents today because I don't know how much longer I have with them. And that's something that if you don't have the best relationship with them, it's worth doing. I'm going to text my siblings. I'm going to text my significant other. I'm going to go out of my way to try to talk to my crush for the first time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to fail. And that's okay. And it's like, I think a lot of times, like, it's the success, and like, I love the thematic pacing of this entire season has been so pretty. It's been so beautiful. Like, it just works so freaking well. And like, yeah, we're not getting everything we probably would want. We're not getting the insane choreography and the fighting, but like, RWBY itself has gone through a metamorphosis post Monty where like, it's not about the fighting, it's about the story, and this story is one that deserves to be told and deserves to get an ending. And it's just so it's so beautiful in like so many ways. Like, it adds so much depth and vibe, like just seeing the herbalists come back out and they're a butterfly, seeing the gems come back out and like people are accepting themselves and they're going through it, and it's like now Ruby has to accept that maybe being a huntress isn't everything that she thought it was. Maybe it's not this picture perfect version that maybe her mom made it out to be. Maybe it's difficult, maybe it's hard, and maybe fighting Salem is gonna have to do with it. Like, I've heard through the grapevine some people think this is a filler arc. I can't see this possibly being a filler arc because it quite literally is going to need to be what they have to do to beat Salem. You can't kill her, so now you have to accept it the same way that Salem's probably going to have to accept that she was selfish and what she was dealing with Ozma, and her making those demands, manipulating people, were not just a means to an end. Is that ever going to happen? I don't know, but like, I don't think it's fair to call this a filler arc. This is by far like my favorite season that we've ever had, just based on the writing of it, and like, it works so well on so many levels. Everything fits together so nicely. The meshing of the scenes just fit and work and come together. The art, the music, the voice acting, like everything just, it just is. It creates this story that maybe you've heard before. Maybe it's one you know too damn well. Who cares? But like, it's a story that we now get to experience another time through another artist's eyes, and it's so gorgeous. Like, I am loving not even the themes of self-acceptance, but the themes of being broken and losing hope and trying to refine that hope and knowing that no one else can give you it except yourself. Like, it is such a beautiful thematic pacing, like just the plot structure itself is so, I don't have the words, because for me to give you the right words would be almost impossible for me. I can't tell you what's going on. I can tell you what seasons always stand out. I can tell you what's going, like, I can tell you different things, but ultimately I understand why the fan base is so dedicated, because I am dedicated. Like, I love everything that they've done with it and the way that they've let these characters grow and show themselves, and like, whether or not it's a world of Monty Oum or a world of Miles and Carrie Shawcross, like, it doesn't matter. What matters is the end product and what it does. This lives on in a legacy, and if you're genuinely upset about that, that's sad, because you're not seeing this for what it is. Beauty. Like, just genuine beauty. And like, being alive at the time that this can exist is it's a miracle in itself, because you never know when you need to hear this, or you never know how many people this message could actually reach and matter to. So like, God, they just did such a good freaking job writing it. Like, look at that. Literally the motif of a butterfly. Metamorphosis changing.
That's not for us to decide.
Like, come on. You're gonna sit there and be like, this is bad?
I didn't expect you here just yet.
I wasn't expecting to be here. Are you the tree?
You could say that. But that is a simplistic understanding of the tree and what it does.
What's going to happen to me? Am I gonna die?
The only thing that can happen to you here is what you want to happen. The choice of what you become and where you end up is yours to make. You don't know what you want, do you?
set.
Is that?
Our way home.
Oh, good! You made it!
I guess your little plan to get out of here isn't working?
You've always been the worst of the bunch.
So Neo can't go through the door.
No. She has no attachments to your world, nothing to return to. She has failed me, just like Alex did.
Like Alex?
The cowardly, wretched girl whose story you've been foolishly following all along. The same girl that I followed too. Because she promised me she would bring me back to Remnant with her. When in truth, she had no intention of taking me. No, after talking to the tree, she had a sudden crisis of conscience. Decided she wanted to fix everything she'd broken in the ever after, including poor Jean. And so Louis went. And at the very last moment, Alex didn't.
What did you do to her?
What anyone would do with a broken, useless thing.
You didn't.
You monster! She's still here. Yes! All my work! It's not lost! Deep down, she wants nothing more than to return to Remnant and play hero. I just need to cut her out, and she will take me there!
No. Whatever happens to Ruby is up to her. Not you or anyone else.
Then I'll put you in the ground.
What are these lights?
The souls that are moving on to whatever they become next.
Do they choose what their next life will be like?
Such concern for souls you don't know? Or is it for yourself?
There's no way we're letting you get to Ruby!
But don't you see? What comes out of that tree might not even be your sister any longer.
I wanted to be the hero, like the stories that my mom read to me. I just wanted to do the right thing, but every step of the way, it's like there is no right thing. I tried so hard, and I may have just done more harm than good. I don't understand who I need to be, because who I am right now, she's not cutting it.
Feelings of inadequacy. We love to see it. As someone who regularly goes through those feelings, we love to see it. You will never be enough no matter how hard you try, so you have to accept that your shortcomings are okay. And we're currently in that arc of life. Let me tell you, it's a slow burn. One where the answer isn't clear-cut, and it hurts because you'll never know what that answer is. And that might be okay, it might not be. It just exists, and it's kind of sad that it exists that way, huh? But we just deal with it. We say fuck it and ball. Or maybe we don't say fuck it. I don't know. Maybe you should try to wrestle with those feelings. I'm not a therapist. I have no idea. I just talk to one weekly.
I need to be, because who I am right now, she's not cutting it.
What if you could be anyone?
This whole time, I thought Alex made it back home and lied about everything that happened here. But you were the one who killed, who lied!
You were never a brave knight either. Just more fairy tale nonsense.
His two biggest failings.
Who did this belong to?
It's not about who did, but who could. Can you feel the woman who might hold it? The weight of who she is. She could be you. You could put any one of them on and leave Ruby Rose behind.
It's all so heavy. It's the only thing I can feel anymore. And it never, ever goes away.
Yep.
The feeling of not being enough.
And how would you measure enough?
Before she went back home,
Mom,
the girl had a great many questions to ponder. What are you?
This show asks every important question, every important thing you could imagine, and it just hits. It'd be weird if Ruby became Summer Rose, wouldn't it? It'd be a very odd conversation to have. And she gets aged up with Jean. I just figured it out. The kid's name is Lewis. Lewis is the main author of Alice in Wonderland, Lewis Carroll, right? And so he wrote that for his niece, or his niece and nephew. Oh my god. I just figured it out. Now here's the thing. It's April 19th, so like technically this is the last episode I'm watching today, but I'll be putting the next episode after this, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing be back in less than a second. I'll be back in like 6-ish days recording the last episode of the season, but my lord has this been sick. Like, it has been so beautifully done. Like, there's so much I could wonder or ponder about, but you know, that's just my thoughts. But I'll be back in a little bit, everyone. Hope you enjoy. I can't even tell you what I hope you enjoy because it'll be whatever. But I'm going to be having a pretty good Wednesday. Saturday episode releases. So, yeah. See you guys then. Well, everyone, here we are. You know, we're a couple days later than the last recording that you're going to be seeing before this. We're about, I think that was done on Wednesday, maybe Thursday. Here we are the next Monday. I have lost a lot of me getting ahead. I was at 9 days, now I'm at like 3. Tough L. It's a tough L for the kid, honestly. But doesn't matter. Because here we are. This is this was a 4-month journey. Actually 3 months. I think it's exactly 3 months as of January 21st. I watched 9 seasons of a show in 3 months. That's insane. And maybe you're not that interested, you just want to see me react to the show you like, maybe you're not, whatever, that's fine. But this really was an adventure. And next, I already recorded the first half of season 2 of Chibi. I'm going to be doing Chibi in 2 parts, as I said in the Chibi video, but I got about 4 parts of Chibi left, the 2 trailers, and then we have a pause on RWBY until Volume 10 comes out, until the Justice League crossover comes out, until I'm able to check all that stuff off the box. But this is it. And next you get to vote on, I think I'm going to do it where YouTube gets the short series and Discord gets the long series. So Discord's going to be voting on a longer multi-season reaction, and YouTube's going to have the shorter series. And the reason why I'm going to do it that way, I think ultimately is just My Dress Up Darling's only 1 season, 12 episodes. That's about 3 weeks. That's about 3 weeks until it's done. So if you don't like My Dress Up Darling, in 3 weeks, it'll be something else. If you don't like Chainsaw Man, in 3 to 6 weeks, that'll be done. Instead of just having one insane, 2 concurring long projects that are going to take multi-months to react to and get done, this way we keep it versatile, especially for you just taking the time to watch this. The gaming stuff, the skit stuff that's coming, working on it, the difference between a reaction and that is, a reaction is I don't have to do as much labor-intensive editing as the other two, just for obvious reasons of I don't have to. If I want to, I can, but I don't have to, which is nice. The skits, that's coming up with shot ideas, doing stuff, and going out, finding locations, finding people, and doing all the work involved in that. Gaming, that's commentating, cutting it down, the parts where it gets boring. It's just a little bit more excessive. But all of that is coming. So, suggest game ideas. Suggest whatever you want. It's a React channel. The nice thing about being a React channel, technically, is that I could react to anything. If you want to throw... I could throw on the news and react to that for an hour, and it's technically a reaction. It's a reaction there. I'm not gonna, because I don't really care for the news, but I'm just saying, that's just it. A lot of content you watch is just reaction based, and even commentary, it's just commentary. I've noticed that review channels kind of have this ever since they just have this very weird fixation with reaction channels. I've kind of noticed review channels hate it, and it's they don't actually do any work. It's I'm reviewing the show in real time as I'm watching it. You're not better than me because you took the time to write a script. I hate to tell you, you're really not. If anything, it just shows that I work off the cuff much better than you, but that's just, no one cares. I shots fired against the entire review community. Low-key shots fired. Take it. You've done nothing but throw pot shots at reactions for years. I think it's time for me to throw a little bit of my own. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Let's just take it for what it is. I'm sick of people constantly coming at it like that. But I think we watch the opening one last time, and there is more RWBY content coming. Obviously, this isn't a RWBY dedicated channel, but doing a tier list would be fun. I'm looking to be more interactive with the Discord community as long as they're interested in being a part of it. I think doing filming a tier list, doing stuff like that. These are all second uploads. First uploads are always good. Your 12 p.m. upload. Wow, this has been 6 minutes of my life. Holy shnikes, you guys must be bored and really want to get into this. Anyway, First upload, 12 p.m. That's always going to be a reaction. Second upload later in the day, if there is one. It's going to be around 6 or 7 o'clock. That's either going to be gaming, skits, or other. Other being, oh, let's just do a RWBY tier list. Let's make a bridge series or something. Let's do something fun with everyone. But that's at least going forward. I like giving you updates here in the content people are going to watch. I don't think people read poll boards as much. I know for a fact I skip past 99% of mine. So, like, that's just my thought process. Holy shnikes, that is an ad and a half. Whoops-a-daisy. I am not going to install that. Hi. And besides that weird stint in Volume 8, we've been consistently finding ways to watch the show. And for those wondering why I did it that way, at first it was just because this is what I know. I've been pirating, I've been sailing the 7 seas since I was like 10. Still such a beautiful opening. But I've been sailing the 7 seas since I was like 10, and now I'm 23 and it's all I know. I've never done the official sources. And then I got monetized and Rooster Teeth just kind of constantly demonetized me, and I was like, I could have paid for a subscription if you just simply didn't do that. I honestly could have paid for 2 years worth of this, and I would have gladly have contributed to anything. But here we are. I'm spiteful, I'm a Scorpio, I'm an asshole. I accept that. That's the overarching arc of this. Realizing that I'm a dick. It's weird to see Jean looking that cute. Still probably one of their, not best musically openings, but like one of their best story creative openings. Now, am I going to be able to pause this? Okay, let's see. Okay, good.
Alex heard one more question. What are you? I love you, just the way you are. Always.
I love you just the way you are, always. Fucking Severus Snape head ass.
It's not like you to rush off on a mission in the middle of the night.
You know how Ozpin gets. Mystery after mystery.
And when it turns out to be yet another run-of-the-mill patrol, it'll be...
I always prefer discretion.
I'll be back soon.
I know.
The unbridled riz right there. The actual touch of the cheek, the love, the setup. Like, we've never seen Ty and Raven interact, but like this interaction alone, just, it's everything. It is everything about writing that you can love in a romantic sense. Like, you just get to see it for the first time. Holy shnikes, Discord is still up. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Take it down. Oh, God. Oh, no. Vagina. We're fine. All right, we're back. Technical difficulties over. But it's everything that you want to see about the beautiful aspect of writing a good story. Like, romance doesn't need to always be this tough, hard-hitting situation where it's like every moment needs to be big. Just look at this, like, just look at this longing look towards each other and tell me it's not love. Like, you can't. Like, look at that.
I know.
And then look at the lighting. Oh my God, look at the lighting. Literally, everything around them is dark. She is the light coming in from the window, causing only them to be illuminated by a natural spotlight. That is the definition of something that is going to be tragic. We're about to see tragedy unfreaking fold.
I know.
Nobody suspects anything?
No. They think it's a typical mission.
Summer Rose telling lies. First time for everything. And, what about... You're just going to leave them?
You're one to talk.
You're better at that life. Better than I was.
If I do this right, there's nothing to worry about. Trust me.
Let's get it over with, I guess.
Not the two moms. Are we getting this entire backstory episode? We're getting mom and mob teaming up together. You're better at that life. Damn. So they both know that they've been plowed by Ty. Yeah, respect. Honestly, respect. Is she going to Crow?
What was that? She lied. She left with Raven. Why would she?
Who knows why people keep the secrets they do? Maybe you're not the only one who has felt the weight of others' expectations. Like Alex. Like your mother.
Are you just trying to tell me that it's useless? That I shouldn't even try? Is that the big lesson I'm supposed to learn? Just give up? Become someone else.
We're going to take a moment and pause. Look at this scene. Look at that. She is literally broken within the reflection looking at herself. Mirrors are always important in media. And my God, is this awesome. Look at that broken reflection. Look at everything around her. All the natural vectors pointing right towards her, bringing you back to seeing this. Just for her to say, am I supposed to give up? We're watching our hero at the lowest freaking moment. I am astounded by the writing of this season. Astounded because it is a chef's kiss. It is a swan song. God forbid this is the last season. But if it was, it sets everything up so beautifully. Not my girl Ruby. Now Jean better become a young man.
You couldn't save me.
I couldn't save a lot of people.
Maybe it's time for a change. To be the kind of man you've always wanted to be.
What the hell is going on? Jesus! Why did they focus on her ankle? What was the point of focusing on her ankle like that? Wait for it. Yeah, why did they do it right there on the heel? It's like her body's breaking. It's very weird.
The leaves! Burn the leaves!
Taking a page out of the caterpillar's book. The leaves have no effect on me.
But they will on Neo.
That's not the case for Neo.
Yes! Let's go, Neo! Let's go, Neo! Let's go, Neo! Is the cat the actual Jabberwocker? Because I would love to see the Jabberwocker come in and eat this. It's like a tiger. Like Tony the Toiga.
Your time is running out. You must choose. Choose for yourself one who could leave your burdens behind, or choose one who would be enough to bear them.
Yo, Jean is taking it like a champ.
I love you. Just the way you are.
This one. What happens if I choose me?
Then maybe that girl is enough.
I think that was done too quickly. I think we've had an entire arc to build up to this, and I think that was handled a little bit too quickly. We didn't actually see her resolve anything. We just had her be like, are you going to be the person you've always been, or are you going to change? I would have preferred for her to change, personally. Not because I wanted her to become a different character, but I would have preferred for her to change and gotten a new weapon, rather than I've always been enough, because the I've always been enough is not really a... No, you're not. As a thematic thing, no, you're not. I am not enough. You are not enough. It's not an inadequacy thing. It's just a reality thing. There's always going to be a better version of yourself that you are going to be striving towards getting. Accepting that you are at a point that is lower than where you want to be, or at a point that is not where you personally want to be, is not a bad thing. It is actually a good thing. I just personally think that a lot of young teen media is based around you're perfect the way you are. You're not. Do you remember being 14? I do. I was not a good person at 14. You probably weren't either. RWBY is 17. Do you remember being 17? I do. I was a POS at 17. I'm 23. I'm still kind of a POS. I'm a little bit better. Like, there are things about yourself that you shouldn't change. You have your immutables, if you will. Your immutables are like eyes, height, like personality, core beliefs. Those things really shouldn't change over time unless you want them to change. And if you want them to change, it takes constant work and effort. It's just kind of like it's relying on this idea of like, oh no, I as Ruby Rose have always been good enough. There are things that Ruby could be better at. Like, that's why we pretending like there isn't. It's like, I love you just the way you are. It's like, yeah, you should love yourself for being just who you are, but you shouldn't stop there. Part of loving yourself is also the idea of tough love. Being like, I shouldn't have eaten 20 cookies yesterday. I really shouldn't have eaten 20 cookies. Why did I do that? I don't know. That's not loving yourself. That's not treating yourself with respect. That's actually disrespecting yourself. Respecting yourself is being like, I've had a hard day. I want 5 cookies. Don't overindulge on 20, but I want 5. Like, it's treating yourself with enough respect to know what you need and not overindulging on the things that just make you feel empty. And, like, I feel like a lot of times when... And this is just a personal opinion. It's why, not that anyone ever will, but if you ever take the chance, my book is free on KDP Select for Kindle, Unlimited or whatever. The entire point of my novel is basically being like, it's called Acceptance among other things, and the entire thing that I wrote out was, hey, being 14 means that you kind of suck. You should accept that you kind of suck, because that's the only way that gets better. And then there's an entire abuse subplot and a lot of other stuff going on, but like, if you're ever interested, I would love to tell you about it, but I don't think anyone ever will be. Anyway.
If I choose me,
then maybe that girl is enough.
It's weird how she did that. Not a massive fan of it. I'm fans of aspects, but not... Give me a Red Like Roses Part 3, please! Red Like Roses Part 3, baby!
You're you. How?
She knew what she needed to be all along.
Very quick kill. Yes! Yes! Team attack! I'm gonna be honest, not a great looking team attack, but I'm happy that we got it. Nothing better than a freaking team attack. And they're all using Weiss's semblance!
You're broken. You break everything you touch. Like all humans. Weak. Confused. Incomplete.
No, you're wrong. She's never been any of those things.
That's why we follow her.
We're going to Remnant, and you're staying here.
Yay, Jabberwockers! Finally! And yeah, Neo definitely did that for what was done to her. I respect that. No, give her some kindness, damn it. And let Jean be a young man. Please, don't let him.
What they have. What a thing, huh?
No!
So, that's it then? Yeah, I know. I'm not real.
What about her?
She'll find herself. One way or another.
Will she be able to leave, though? I want her to leave.
Ruby? What's wrong?
When I was in the tree, I never saw little. I wish I could say thank you.
Do you guys think we might have made things even worse in the ever after?
How?
Just like Alex did.
How? You've done nothing.
Not sure. I'd like to think that we did at least a little good.
My question is, what could you have possibly have done that was bad? That could have possibly have caused an issue? Like, genuinely speaking, what could have happened here that you've done wrong? Like, I just refuse to believe that you have done anything wrong here. What could... That's such a dumb question to ask, Blake. Why the hell... Like, no. Do you think we might have done worse here? The Red Prince is still the Red Prince. You didn't mess anything up there. The one place was attacked by Jabberwockers, protected it. The paper pleasers have become the gemstone pleaser things. Excuse me, but they're actually ascended. They're better. You have done nothing of... You have caused no issues here. It's never been about you. No.
Do I know you?
Oh, I don't believe we've met yet. Please, what are you?
Well, you know, I haven't thought about it yet. You look like you have your wits about you. What do you think I am?
Well,
I think you're mid.
you seem like a friend.
A guide.
A protector.
Adorable.
Dope.
Do any of those sound close?
Somewhat. Yeah, somewhat. I'm not any one thing. I'm somewhat of a lot of things.
It is a true pleasure to meet you somewhat.
It will be my honor to serve you.
Squeakers is back.
You've already done more for us than you know.
You do feel familiar. Like a happy dream I can't remember.
I'm so glad we got to meet you. I'm sure you'll help lots of people. But now we have to say goodbye.
It will be all right, Huntress.
Hey, somewhat?
I am at your service.
Will you look after Juniper? She means the world to me.
I will never leave her side.
I need a spin-off. I need a spin-off of Juniper and Somewhat going through all of the ever after solving problems. It should be a cop show, and it's just Somewhat just constantly reascending and finding Juniper. It's gonna be so adorable. I love it. I love what they're doing. I think the RWBY finding herself thing, a little rushed. I'm not gonna lie. Just a little, it feels a little rushed and kind of, you set it up so much with not enough payoff, and I think the problem is that there should have been 2 more episodes. I think they originally planned for 12, and they had to cut for time, and they did what they could, and there's nothing wrong with that. Again, judge something by the merits of what you got versus what was anticipated. It's like, okay, budgeting restraints, with the budget that they do what they wanted to do. Yes. Could it have been done better? Absolutely. Unfortunately, we live in a world where it takes about 100-something people to make one thing, and all those people need to be paid. So, let's just say a Star Wars movie. Star Wars wants to be a 10-hour long saga. We only have enough money for 3 hours of film. You have to cut 7 hours. Where are you going to cut it? So I'm not upset about it being cut. It's just like, damn, I wish I could see what they actually wanted to do for a full-length thing. What we got is okay. It's good. Just could be a lot better. And a lot of different ways and situations. We just unfortunately didn't get that yet. The fact that we got Red Like Roses Part 3, though, hype. I want Jean to be younger. If he's not younger, I will be upset. Don't let this be the end. My boy lost 15 to 20 years of his life.
Welcome to my workshop.
Ruby? Is this the tree?
Something like that.
did.
Can you answer a question for me? I need to know if it's true what the cat said, that Lewis went back and Alex...
Yes. Only Lewis returned home.
Oh, so she's Alex.
The girl who fell through the world is the story as he wished it had happened.
Are those
The brothers.
Yes. These brothers were the tree's earliest blossoms, and the first to inhabit the ever after. Remarkable beings, very ambitious. The tree did not foresee what they would become. But that is the joy of creating, the not knowing.
That is, I apologies, but that is such facts about creating. If you're in a creative endeavor, the best part about it is that's a discovery process. And when people don't understand about discovery processes, it means that you don't know what it's going to be. You set out with an idea. I promise you, if Monty was alive, rest his soul, he'd be ecstatic to see what his creation has become. I think a lot of people would disagree with that, but I think at the end of the day, based on stuff I've seen with interviews, based on stuff I've seen with just the love he put into his work, seeing the animation be upgraded, seeing the story evolve in a way that hopefully is somewhere around what he wanted, seeing all of this stuff as a creator, just knowing that your work gets to live on past your lifetime, it's one of the most heartfelt things. That's all you ever want. It's just the ability to know that you've made something that's going to outlive you. It's to have a legacy, because if it's not to have a legacy, then why create? Like, you can sit there and be like, well, it's because you want to help other people, you want to do this. Yeah, that's all very true. It's also ultimately to have a legacy. Art is like, it's a legacy. It's leaving something behind that's going to be hopefully bigger than you'll ever be. That's the greatest magic trick ever pulled, is writing a story so good that you forget who the author is, and it's just the story. It's what everyone wants. It's what fairy tales are. And somebody who's so obsessed with turning these fairy tales and reusing them. Yeah, I could be like, the Grimm brothers wrote the fairy tales. But I can promise you there are enough of you at home that know fairy tales exist, know the story of the fairy tale, have no idea who wrote it. That is what the dream of a writer is. That's the dream of a creator. To have something so good that you never even know who made it. It's nice to know who made it, but it's such a beautiful thing. It lives past you, and it becomes something that you'll never, ever get to anticipate. It's planting the seeds in the garden for shade that you'll never sit under. And it's so beautiful when it's actually done well, and this is just it. This is just what we're getting.
The not knowing. Back then, the ever after was overgrown, wild, and dangerous. The brothers were made to help tame it and build the world that was to come after. First, they were given the power to destroy, to clear the wilderness away.
Mm-hmm.
Then they were given creativity to imagine what and who could replace the wilderness. The brothers built homes for them and gave them roles to play.
If this is what they were supposed to do, how did Remnant come about? Us.
The brothers grew curious. They wanted to do more. And so, using the skills and tools they had been given, they began to design their own creations in utmost secrecy. Soon they realized their new creation could do their job for them, finding the broken parts of the ever after. After this success, the brothers designed It came out brutal and effective. One brother believed they had disrupted the balance, while the other refused to condemn their creations for their mistakes. But balance is not two forces locked in never-ending battle. Balance is an ecosystem, an organism, a living, breathing thing. Thus, balance cannot be restored.
You're just making yin and yang. Just do the yin and yang symbol. Come on now.
Force or calculation. True balance finds its own equilibrium. It only requires love and the patience to see things through to the end.
Not the rose.
So, how did they get to Remnant?
The Ever After could no longer bear the brothers' experiments, and so the tree built them a special doorway to a crater beyond, where the brothers could try creating worlds of their own. A doorway that would remain open for the brothers' return, and any of their creations. And what truly remarkable things they accomplished. Whenever the brothers' creations have come to the Ever After, the five of you have had a greater impact than you know. Just like Alex and Louis did before you. Just like others will after you. One small kindness in one small moment led to such a marvelous transformation. Much like one act of dishonesty caused an unfortunate change.
Alex broke her promise to the cat.
A terrible thing to have a broken heart. And there was nobody to send them back to the tree for repair.
What will happen to Neo?
She will have the chance to return her broken heart and become something new. Such is balance.
That's Alex's knife. Wait, how do you have this?
When Alex's life ended, she chose to leave a part of herself behind. A wish to fix what she had broken.
Yes! Yes! He's back, baby! Jean's got 20 years of wisdom, roughly. Yes! Deserved! Deserved!
I can't believe it. It's been so...
This is what I sounded like.
Where will this take us?
Not where. When you are needed most.
Let's hope Neo gets out.
Thank you.
Did they go back in time because it says when you are needed most? Alright, yeah, I'm with that. Honestly, great season overall. I couldn't be happier with what I got.
Will I fall?
it's great to see just how this time has gone up and grown and become so much better. Tim Reed's been doing a great job, but nothing beats my boy Zane Rutledge. It really is the end of an era, huh? We've been through so much together. We've watched so much of this show, and now we get to do our victory lap. We get to just sit here and enjoy what we got. Thank you. We made it. We just made it. Can you believe that? We made it, everyone. Hey, if you ever want to rewatch or do it, go for it. If not, I'm happy you're here. We're together and we're at the end. Trapdoor. Hey, Red Like Roses Part 3, baby! Production babies, Olive Triton, Violet Winnie. And we're now just here existing together. Bless up, everyone. We just exist. Let's watch this end credit scene and that'll be it.
The Grim in the Forest.
I've never seen anything like them.
I was gonna say, we have Superman?
We fought monsters before. Grim were soulless creatures with only one purpose. To destroy humanity.
Leadership isn't about your age. It's about your heart.
Mark is right. I'd follow you into any battle.
We're stronger together.
Really? I didn't get a season. I didn't get. All right. Cool. I'm not upset. I'm not at all upset. I'm not at all mad that I didn't get a dope ass ending, but whatever. Goodbyes are the hardest. When I had started this show, I had literally, I think, 47 subscribers. I have 1,790 something. 3 months. And that's, I think about it a lot. I think about how grateful and appreciative I am that I was able to even start this journey with you, that I was able to even be here and talk and have a good time. Whether you disagreed with me, whether we had audio issues together, whether I was bumbling, buffoonish, whether I paused too much, whether I skipped, whether I did something, you were here with me, and thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for binging. Thank you for having fun. I don't know what comes next because you get to choose what comes next. I don't know how to properly thank you because how do you thank people for being so grateful and so kind to you in a time when you didn't even know that was possible? It's not easy. I've cried on camera. You've seen me cry on camera. You've seen me talk about it. I've laughed. I've definitely become a better reactor because of this show. I've definitely become better at making content because of this show. I may not have been someone you agreed with or someone you necessarily liked, but just you were here and that was enough. And maybe one day I could return the favor. I don't know how. Maybe one day I'll make a movie and I can put all of your names and credits or something, or I could do something. I don't know. But right now, this is the end of the main series for RWBY, and it really until Volume 10 comes out, it's a fever dream, you know? It really is just a fever dream. It just exists. We're literally just here together. And if you stick around, thank you. If not, I hope you do. I understand if you were only here for this show and you're not interested in anything else about the Clone Wars or any other shows, but leave suggestions of what you want next. The day RWBY Chibi Part 1 comes out, I will be posting the poll on YouTube for the short series and the poll in the Discord for the long series. I don't know why the Discord link never works. I mean, it's stupid because it says it's supposed to last forever. So if it genuinely doesn't work, let me know. Other than that, they'll pick a long series. You guys pick the short series. And, yeah. Thank you. If you don't mind, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to clip this part, go for it. If you want to clip any part, go for it. I'm never going to be upset. Even if you want to be critical of me, if you want to make a video refuting everything I've said, go for it. I'd be happy to at least have the engagement. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I post every day. I'll see you in 2 days with RWBY Chibi Season 2. I hope you have a good one. Thank you.